Hey, it's Chase from On the Table Gaming, and I'm here with Jerry Holkins at PAX Unplugged. So we just happened to bump into you while we're walking around here.
Not literally, not, figuratively.
Almost.
Euphemistically.
Almost.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, how's the con been so far? What have you thoughts about PAX?
I have been super pleased with it. So, I mean, were you able to come last year?
No, it's my first time.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, check it out. So before, everything you see here, everything the light touches, right, all the expo stuff was actually on that side, and it was about half this much, right? And we didn't have some of the stuff that you're seeing downstairs, we didn't have that either. So this is massive. Like, it took me 5 hours, I think, just to get from one end of it, like, to the back, just to feast on it.
I'm exhausted just walking around. That's the one thing I did not anticipate. Like,
well, they got you carrying the backpack.
Exactly. I got the baton, the monopod, the camera.
Lead.
So it's like they let me in with it though. So that's okay.
Some ingots. But no. I would say that I had a really great time last year. It's like obviously, I run the comic strip with my friend Mike, who you may know better as Jim Dark Magic of the New Hampshire Dark Magics. So he loves this one because it's definitely the chillest. It's the chillest PAX. So once we start with PAX West, we basically have a PAX like every month, more or less, and it's a lot. But there's kind of this nice little lily pad here in the middle of that heavy lift. The one I feel like I just got back from Oz, right? And I have a good time at all of them. It's not that, but I'm a decrepit, aging husk, and energy levels are low, and so it's super nice to come to PAX Unplugged and actually have a chance to chill. Because in my leisure time, a lot of it is spent engaging with table stuff,
So this is my first PAX. We found out there's one in Boston that we want to get to too.
Oh, I was going to say, so you'll love Boston because the tabletop at Boston is huge.
Awesome.
I mean, it's basically like the end of this massive hangar-like structure. It's almost, in a lot of ways, a prototype for PAX Unplugged. So if you like tabletop, if you like wargaming and stuff like that, you're going to see a ton of it out there.
So on our channel, we talk a lot about A Song of Ice and Fire, the miniature game. And we grew up sort of playing rank and file miniature games. What's your gaming sort of background?
Well, I saw it. I saw some promos. It looked like, I love board games. I love war games. I love card games.
Well, growing up, what sort of games did you like to play? Like, I know you obviously played role-playing games.
Oh, for sure. Well, you got in trouble. I mean, when I was a kid, you played role-playing games, and that meant you were going to go to hell.
Yeah.
So it was a different time. But when it comes to board games, like, our house was always full of them. So my dad is from a massive Mormon family. Okay. He was the oldest of 10 or 11. I honestly could not tell you which one. And that was like the way they kept the peace in that house was by having tons of board games, right? But his family, they also made up a lot of games too, just to pass the time. Like when I was a kid, think about this. My dad's brothers and sisters, some of them were young enough to be just enough older than me to play with.
Okay.
Right?
Wow.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
And so they had this game that you'd play in the woods where all it took was a notepad. And so it's like you would wait in the house and they would leave. And then when you opened the door, there'd be one note.
Oh, it's like a...
And then you'd flip it over and it was a clue. But it depended, like the way that it was, the way the arrow was pointing actually mattered. So if you flipped it over the wrong way, you fucked yourself.
No.
And so the prize...
hardcore. You're
this is the Dark Souls of playing in the woods. But, later on after I got, through with that, I mean, the very first war game I think that a lot of people probably played was Stratego.
Oh, yeah.
Or Risk.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Right? And it just, I never stopped liking that. These days, I just snipped out on my Gene Stealer Colt from the base box in Kill Team.
Yep.
So it's me versus AdMech, and we're doing that on the stream too. So we built up all of our terrain. We just did like the 2v2 model tester games.
Yep.
But in terms of war games, I've played tons. They're really simple disc-based ones, like really simple, like Catacombs is sort of in that too. There's like a dexterity aspect, right? But Warhammer, War Machine.
Yep.
I played some Infinity with my friend Kiko.
Oh, that's what I actually haven't done. I'm kind of interested in.
Oh my gosh, it's very smart, but it's very mechanical and mathy too.
Yep.
It is a really novel. Their dice resolution system is really interesting because you're sort of establishing target numbers as you succeed with rolls.
Right. Huh.
Oh man, it's good, but it's very customizable. Individual units are customizable, like in a traditional sort of like in a War Gear way.
How much, so I recently got sucked into Star Wars Legion, and like how much does theme matter to you when looking at a game versus like gameplay mechanics? Like,
well, it depends. I mean, I think that some games have really, really great theme. So much like at such a level that I enjoy it even if I'm not playing the game.
Right.
So I think that Games Workshop murders theme. Right? Star Wars, I like Star Wars, but it's not my favorite thing.
Yep.
That being said, the war games that they have on offer at varying levels of sophistication, I have really, really enjoyed. Whenever I go to a place, I see a lot of Legion content because I love the system and I have models.
Yeah. Okay,
but
real question
I
then.
can't see the health of I can't detect the health of the community.
Imperial or Rebels is the question then. I don't know. Not that.
Well, out of those, no, I mean, it's good. No, it's Rebels. I mean.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, good choice, good choice.
Well, no, because they have some, they were able to make some new canon in terms of vehicles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That is kind of exciting, right?
That's awesome.
Here, I'm trying to think, I love war games in general, but like X-Wing miniatures is really, really good.
Yeah.
That's good. That is good.
And that's
good
going
shit.
strong here too. I mean,
it's monstrous. It's monstrous with V2 coming out, and like it's all managed by the app. I mean, I think that's going to help the tournament scene. I think that people will be able to get a lot of their shit they had in the closet that like wasn't appropriate for the meta or for the local store. Get that stuff back out.
Yeah. Well, awesome. You know, this is my first time being at the PAX. If you're watching, make sure you check out PAX Unplugged. There's also one in Boston if you're on the East Coast.
Oh, dude, listen, we got more. I got San Antonio.
There we go. Let's go down the list. Let's go.
I got PAX West. That's in Seattle. I got PAX, I got PAX even souther, PAX Oz in Melbourne. So it's like as south as you can possibly go more south. And that's Melbourne.
If not, make sure you're checking out Penny Arcade on the web and all of their content. And we hope we get your miniatures on the table.